You guys have always been good to me, and what I'm about to say isn't going to be easy. And you're going to be upset, but especially after everything you've gone through the past few days, I thought you deserved to hear it from me. Excuse me, you have not been good to her. You have all treated her like crap to steal back a fortune that you lost and she deserves. You're a pack of bloody vultures at the feast, but you're not getting bailed out. Not this time. Miss Cabrera has decided definitively not to renounce the inheritance. What? Furthermore, it will be my professional recommendation to the local authorities that the manner of death in the case of Harlan Thromby is ruled as suicide, as this case is closed. What? No, Mr. Blanc, thank you all for coming. Goodbye.
It sounded so familiar. Brian, do you
It's
have
a good
any?
one.
You have anything?
Is that Knives Out?
It is Knives Out.
Oh!
I was
Never
thinking
seen
Brian
it,
was
but
going
that
to
was
read
a
me
good
because
guess.
of my terrible accent.
I've never seen it either, but I did see the. I guess
You haven't seen Knives Out, Brian?
I saw the predecessor. Is that what it is?
No,
No,
I think
saw
Knives Out is overrated.
I saw the one after it.
Anything
You're
Ryan
overrated.
Johnson does is I don't know. I'm wary of that guy.
No, I liked the first one and the second one, Glass Onion.
Yeah, Glass Onion. That's the one I watched. I liked it. I thought it was good. I like Janelle Monáe.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Who?
she was so good in that one.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah,
Hidden
I know.
Figures.
People always expect you to know who Janelle Monáe is, but Janelle Monáe is not good at anything. So
Oh, you're so wrong.
Canceled. We're
she
canceled.
is a
You're
talented
canceled.
Right.
singer. Okay,
No.
for one thing. Very talented
what's one
singer.
song she's done? Name one song she's ever done.
Tightrope. That's a great song.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, I
Maybe
have...
it's just
Never heard of
you're
it.
over here listening to Creed.
Yeah, oh my
You were
goodness.
just saying that.
Right before we started the show, Brian's talking
Yeah,
about
and
how
I
he's
turned
listening
it
to-
off because it was bad. So
Well, maybe you should turn on some Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, there you go.
if it plays on the radio, I'll listen to it. But they don't play Janelle Monáe on the radio.
Brian,
Maybe it's not
What's
on
the
the
song that they
stations
play
that
of her on the
you're
radio?
listening to.
2024. Who's listening to the radio, man?
True story.
Radio? Who needs a radio?
Man, he brought
Ready
us back
hair?
to 2005.
We're not doing this.
alright?
Don't do it.
Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That, episode 140. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
You know who's good? Lord. Lord is pretty good.
And we'll never be royals. We've got KT down below.
I am Lord. Yeah.
Yeah,
I am Lord.
That's a good one. And I'm Ileana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome.
Wait. I a little bit more on the smashing Janelle Monáe. So you know that song in Fun, the first Fun song
Yeah.
that they did. So they're like featuring Janelle Monáe. The only part you hear in Janelle Monáe singing that song is the na 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 na.
No, are you for
right?
real?
Am I right? That's it. But it's featuring Janelle Monáe
Yeah.
just for doing that. And then when I heard the first Lord song, oh, this must be that Janelle Monáe person they keep talking about because I don't know any of her other music. No, it happened to be some white Israeli chick named Lord. Again, where's the Janelle Monáe music that I'm told that's so good? If all I get is na 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 na. That's it. All she did was Hidden Figures and the one movie that Katie talked about, the Glass Onion movie. That's it. Janelle Monáe? Who?
She
Oh my God.
did
Get outta
a
here.
song with Grimes, and I'm a big Grimes fan. I know that's like, boo, Grimes, Elon, boo. But I like her music. Shut up, hate me, whatever. That I actually really liked. I liked that song that they did together. So, I mean, that was like 2015,
Grimes.
2016 that they did forever ago. But
Yeah.
it's a good one. I like Grimes.
I like
I don't
Grimes.
know who Grimes
She's
is.
got good music. I know people are like, she's crazy. X4129, her child robot.
Alien.
Yeah, alien.
XJ9.
Yeah, exactly. She's the teenage robot. Anyways, all right, we need to get, to the news and stuff. I didn't even get to say the main thing.
Sorry.
We have quite a show for you guys tonight, and it's gonna be an interesting one.
I think this is gonna be a spicy. We already started out spicy. This is gonna be a spicy episode.
What started off spicy? Creed?
No, Brian's take on Janelle Monáe.
Creed is not spicy at all.
And no, just
their salt
take
and
on
pepper. That's their seasoning.
goodness. And
No.
you not liking Knives Out or Glass Onion.
Brian's got some spicy hot takes tonight.
Yeah, just because
What
the
takes
world likes it doesn't mean I like it. I know what I like. I have good taste.
Okay, well you don't have
Good
to
taste.
smite everyone for liking something. You gotta skip it.
Okay, that's not what he said.
Unless it's Janelle Monáe. Anybody that likes Janelle Monáe, tell me the Janelle Monáe song that I should like. That's it.
we
That's
just
all.
said one. I
just said
Defend
Janelle was a good
yourself. Defend. I never even heard of it. Let's go. Keep rolling.
Wait, no,
Keep
there's
it
one
moving.
song that I never know the name of, but I actually do like it a lot. What is it? What is the name of it? Oh my god. Oh, Queen. That's a good song. Whew. All right, we need to move on. Get Janelle Monáe out of here. All right, she was not supposed to be in this episode. Okay, but you know what is? Star Wars. We just had the Acolyte trailer drop. What did you guys? Trailer. Well, hang on. It has a release date that was June 4th. Okay, 2024. The stars. Amanda.
Amandla.
Oh, that's a.
It's Amanda with an L.
Amandla Stenberg, Rue from the Hunger Games and The Hate You Give, Lee Jung Jae, from Hunger Games. The series will be set on the end of the
Squid Games.
Yeah, did I say that? Sorry. Before the main event.
No, you said Hunger Games.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, which one was
Okay,
he?
you have Squid Games and Hunger Games right next to each other. Also, I'm sick.
There's a lot
I'm
of
sorry.
games.
Some things are not quite right. Look, I've got my Liquid IV, not sponsored, but I'm trying my best, okay? Before the main events of the Star Wars film. So we've got the High Republic. It's at the very end. And the trailer just dropped. What did y'all
You're leaving out like an essential person.
What? I'm sorry.
Carrie Ann Moss.
I
That is
didn't
not here.
realize that until I
As soon
saw
as
that
I
in the
saw her.
trailer.
As soon as I saw her,
I
I'm
was like,
oh, this is
I was
gonna
like,
be...
Trinity? What are you doing here?
I saw her and I'm like, yes!
It's funny that pre-trailer, nobody even mentioned her at all. But once you saw the trailer, you're like, freaking Trinity is in this thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. You know?
Yes.
What the heck, man?
Oh, that's right. I was wondering why she looked familiar. For some reason, I was like, is that the lady from Dune? Because they kind of have like that similar, I don't know.
Nah, that's the
typical
lady
white
from The
lady face.
Matrix.
But yes, gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
But apart from actors, actresses, whatever, what did y'all think of what they showed?
I like it. I was really sold on the Carrie Ann Moss thing, but I mean, it looks like a good Star Wars show,
Yeah.
but also nothing new. I don't know how to describe it. It
Yeah.
looks good, but nothing.
We've had
new
so
or
many.
Wow.
We've had so many. We had Mandalorian. We've had Ahsoka. We've had Obi-Wan. We had Andor. Like, there's so many. And they're kind of like, they all kind of look the same, honestly.
I think it'll be fun.
I would say this one looks a little bit more high fantasy.
Yeah, I can
not
see
so
that.
much like Empire stuff, or it's more Jedi-esque. So a lot more dark side, light side, lots of lightsabers, lots of Force stuff. So I think I like that aspect of it. That it will be a more science fiction, high fantasy
less
sort of
maybe
deal.
political and more.
Yeah,
gamey.
and it's like I don't even think there'll be like a ton of droids, that kind of thing. There will be aliens, of course, but it's not going to
It's a
be
space
so much.
opera.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be so much like the Western. Like Mandalorian was all Western all the time, and a lot of the upper episodes. But I think this will be definitely be a lot more like Coruscant and all the space cities and.
You know
Just
what bothers me about
Knights
the
of the
Star
Republic.
Wars universe? So these are planets, right?
Yeah.
Why do they keep going to the same one
planets.
single city on these planets?
Naboo.
That is a city. Or it's a planet, but like they just go to this one area every time.
Yeah, it is kind of like so
it's
if
like
they
saying-
went to like if they went to Earth, they'd go to Earth. They don't go to like New York City or Cleveland. They go to Earth, which is
But
just
it's
one
like
whole-
they go to the same exact spot on the planet. They don't go
Yeah.
to
China.
yeah, Kyoto, Vancouver, Rio de Janeiro. They go to that one same
Yeah,
city. That
all
they're
the
going
action
into.
that takes place on the
Atlanta.
planet happens in Cleveland. You know, everywhere
How
else.
many times
is-
have we seen
There's
where
nothing for you to
Luke
see.
on Tatooine? How many times have we seen
Mos
that same
Eisley.
neighborhood?
Yeah.
That same neighborhood.
Mos Eisley, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, I
Yeah, man, let's go
rant
to
over.
Anchorhead. Or
Rant
Mos
over.
Espa.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see with this one. This one comes out real soon. So, I mean, are you guys going to give it a watch or are you going to be like, never.
What's up with this? Yeah, I'll watch it.
What is up with that hair?
I don't even know.
What'd you do? I'll
I mean,
give it a watch.
I'll give it a shot. I don't know. I mean, I still haven't even seen Ahsoka. Yeah.
fine.
I haven't even seen first season of Andor. Is there a second season of Andor?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I heard a lot of good things about Andor, but I don't think
I actually started watching it, but didn't finish it.
I don't think I'm the target
And it's just one of those
audience for that
things.
one. I don't think it's a show for me. I think I'll get really, really
It's like-
bored.
I do need to start watching X-Men 97. That's on Disney Plus. It came out last week, and I've been trying to work my way through the original show from the 90s, and I'm almost done. But I might just have to jump ahead to that one. But I'm really excited. I hear it's really good.
Wow.
Well, Disney Plus is the one who's going to be hosting, obviously, the Star Wars show, so we'll see it in a couple months, June 4th. So bump that will be
Yay.
there. But moving on to another thing that bump that will be there. This one is like a what? All right, a live-action Teen Titans film is being developed at DC Studios with Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Anna.
I would say Noguera.
Nogueria?
Nogueria.
Noguera here.
What?
Anyways,
I don't know.
You two turn in your Hispanic cards.
yeah,
Right
I don't
now.
know. I don't know what that is.
I don't even have one.
Nogueria.
Yeah, all right. Penning the screenplay. Okay, no casting news or director news yet, but it is something that DC's doing, which is like a woo. They're actually still alive. This is a company that's still making stuff. That they didn't shut down.
Well, they're
after-
working. They're
They
doing.
didn't shut down after their defeat of Aquaman.
They're still doing Superman. Superman is being filmed right now, man. What's wrong with you?
Ugh. I don't know, man.
Dang.
They've screwed up so many times that it's like, you guys need to crumble up everything. Like, you need to take everything off the table, scrub it down, sand the dang thing, and repolish everything. So, this is something that's happening. I mean, they're not, nothing has been really announced, so, except that it's happening.
Just don't wreck it.
Happening.
Just don't mess it up.
It is gonna get messed up, dude.
All they have to do is just not suck at it. Just take notes from the original Teen Titan show on Cartoon Network. Take notes from the comics. Just do that. Take exactly that. Copy paste.
Whatever
Just do that.
happened to the Schneider cut? Weren't they like introducing Cyborg or whatever into the story?
Yes, he was introduced in Justice League.
And then whatever happened with that?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It went nowhere.
In fact, the actor, I believe his name is Ray Fisher, he had a really rough time making that. I think he sued Joss Whedon, the director, for just being a punk A on it and everything. And a lot of the cast stood by him too. Like, yeah, he was really mistreated on it. Oh, wow. And I thought his Cyborg was cool. That was one of the good things cool. I did like about. And at the very end, when he was like, he did like a little booyah. And I was like, yes, that's Cyborg all the way. That was so cool. And then, nothing happened.
And so,
nothing
this guy
happened.
Is not returning, probably, right? Ray,
no,
his
he's
name
not.
is.
Ray Fisher, yeah, he's done. Yeah.
So, swipe everything, clean it all, done. Everything in the trash can.
And I thought it would have been cool because he was in the comics. Cyborg is a star athlete, you know, and everything, a good kid, and kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. Has an accident, and then his dad, who's a scientist, Star Labs, turns him into Cyborg and everything. And I always thought that was really cool. Yeah, as you do. It's just cool that an African-American kid becoming a superhero, half man, half robot. There's a lot you can do with that, but they didn't follow through on it. So
every time, man, they need to get some good writers. What's happening? I bet ChatGPT could even write a really good script, and it would be better It would be better than some of the poo-poo doo-doo that some of these writers are coming up with.
Alien, what the heck, man? We just went through a whole strike about AI not taking over the jobs.
I know,
okay?
But the writers are not helping themselves by coming up with poo-poo doo-doo. Okay?
You know what they need to make a show of or a movie? Static Shock. Bring that back. Static Shock. There's an African-American boy who needs some recognition and would be awesome. Static Shock, all the way. Yeah. Type in the comments if you remember Static Shock.
Yeah, we want more diversity, but we've ruined the characters.
Right.
But, alright, moving on. We're gonna keep on jumping on this, okay? Dune Part 2. Did you guys watch it?
No. Some of us are busy.
No.
Man, y'all
I don't watch garbage like that.
What is your problem today?
Brian, you don't
Oh my gosh. You're just trying to push the buttons.
I don't understand. What? Just because it's popular? Just because it's a movie with the star-studded cast?
Just because it is
that what you're saying?
Classic novel adaptation?
And because it did awesome?
Is it really? Is Dune really? Do they teach it in schools?
Yes,
no,
they do.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
What school teaches Dune?
Uh-oh.
It was big in the 80s.
What school teaches Dune? Big in the... Yeah, in the 80s. That was 30 years ago.
Yes, there are other classics that have come out since, you dingaling.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, you know what they teach? They teach books that were made hundreds of years ago, not Dune.
They do teach Dune.
Who teaches Dune? Put it down in the comments if you were taught Dune in high school, okay? I doubt we're gonna find very many Dune enthusiasts that read it in high school.
We were not forced to read Dune in high school, At least I wasn't, okay? And I went to a public school of what I think many are like.
We read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. Okay.
Who
That's
didn't
what we
read that
read.
book?
It's a great book.
I was reading The Glass Castle in high school going, what the heck are they making me read right now? What
Glass
is this?
Castle?
Yeah, The Glass Castle where the dad is like, they're like homeless and the dad's like, yeah, we're gonna go live in the desert. Woo! I don't know. What the heck were they making us
I haven't heard of that one.
I would have much rather read Dune. Okay, so then I could have been prepared for this part 2, all right, that has surpassed the entire run of the first film as the sequel nears $50 million worldwide, all right? That's awesome. Dune 3 is already in the works.
I think it's 500 million,
Did I
not
say
50 million.
I'm sorry, 500.
You said 50.
Once again, here it is. This is the source. I'm trying my hardest.
She claims it's water.
No, it's a liquid IV. Well, I mean, I guess that's water still, but with electrolytes and
Now she's saying her water is not water.
whatever. The director, Dennis, Katie.
Villeneuve. Villeneuve.
Is the U and the E supposed to be switched in that? Is it supposed to be nueve? Like 9?
I believe it's pronounced Villeneuve.
He's a villain.
That's a fun name. Villeneuve.
Dennis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Dennis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve has almost nearly finished the script, so that's pretty awesome. Hopefully that'll be coming out.
For the third one.
Yeah, the third one. Yes, I
for
hope that'll
Dune
be
3.
coming out 2026 maybe. I don't think of 2025. That's too fast. So
No.
2026, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I could see maybe 2025. Keep up that momentum.
Maybe if it's really late 2025, but I could see like early 2026. I think it would be way too soon. They don't want to rush it. They want to make it look good. Blah blah blah. The first one, when did that release? The first one released in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
Okay,
so.
so then the next one, 2024. So that was, I guess, 2 years of working on it, and then 6 months or so, or whatever, of marketing. I don't know.
Post.
Yeah, post and marketing and blah blah blah, getting ready for it. So, I'm gonna say early 2026, maybe 2027. I don't think 2025. I think that's way too fast. They're gonna ride this one like the sandworms. Okay, they're gonna be riding this one. And how good it feels.
It crossed my mind.
The sandworms?
Yeah, or the release date.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
I saw a meme the other day, and it said Dune 2 shortened or something abbreviated, and it's that episode of SpongeBob where they're riding the bullworm, the Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah, exactly. That is the recap of the movie entirely. Just it's big, pink, and scary. So it's Patrick's belly button.
Lord.
All right. Anyways, so that's good. I'm glad that it's doing really well. I'm excited to see the third one. The third one will be good. But moving on. All right, Bill Hader. This is
Sorry.
yeah, we're getting turned up in here now.
Are you listening to Janelle Monáe?
Yeah, Janelle Monáe.
No, that was some NFL sports exercises. So.
Oh, that would just.
He wanted to see some men stretch. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, because men stretch like this. With those sounds too.
Ugh!
Hi, Jupiter. What are you doing? It's funny now that we're on camera, you can see what like happens.
One day Wesley's gonna come in here in his underwear like he did the other day.
Yeah. Jupiter.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
That'll get the clicks.
come here.
Oh boy, I'm sure.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, Bill Hader. Yes, we were talking about him. He will be voicing the Cat in the Hat in the new Dr. Seuss film that will be released in March 2026. Okay. Early synopsis have the new Oh, why can't I read today?
You want me to read, little sister?
No. The new animated film following the basic premise of the original children's book as the cat looks to cheer up some grumpy, sad kids.
I heard that,
What?
I heard that Dr. Seuss's widow forbade any studio from making a live-action adaptation of Dr. Seuss's books because of the, last Cat in the Hat movie with, what's his name, Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
Atrocious. We saw that in theaters, didn't we, Brian?
I think so.
Starring
I think so.
Dakota Fanning.
No.
And what's that other kid?
Ugh.
That other kid with the freckles.
Alec Baldwin was in it too. Before he shot that lady.
Stop! No, Brian! That's like every time we see Alec, here he goes! Here he goes, stop it!
Hey, at least it wasn't Dakota. Okay, you know.
Oh, God. Keeping it classy.
That he didn't shoot Dakota Fanning, or that Dakota Fanning didn't shoot someone?
No, that's good. She's an American treasure.
But so was Alec Baldwin.
I'm
at
glad.
one point.
I'm glad he missed. Anyways,
What do you mean you're glad he missed?
I don't know what
Was he
means by
shooting
that.
her? Too?
no, like,
I don't know what
yeah,
he means
in
by
case,
What?
because I don't want him to kill Dakota Fanning.
that. Why?
I want.
But he
she's a-
wasn't shooting at her.
He wasn't shooting at that.
We don't
woman
know that.
either.
Alec Baldwin is always. You don't know. He just walks through a room. Hey guys, how's it going? Boo 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 boo.
He's not Dick Cheney,
Now you gotta
man.
think.
Come on.
Every time he walks into a room, he's packing heat, and that's how he just introduces himself. Hi, you guys. I'm Alec Baldwin. Badunk. Hey
Oh
guys, I'm
my-
Alec Baldwin. Nice to meet you. Badunk. You know.
Everybody just every time he walks into a room.
So yeah, obviously the lady on the movie Rust forgot the duck. You know, they didn't warn her. Hey, Alec Baldwin likes to come in hot when he enters into a room. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Should have ducked, brah.
Many years from now, when we really find out what actually happened, like there's a trial or something, and you know, and it was the prop department.
I mean-
he was framed. something
So
like
here's
that.
Arnold
what
should have been
was-
there.
This,
All
we
I'm
haven't
saying,
covered
Arnold should have been there. Because Arnold would have been this. Arnold would have said 2 words. 2 words. Yes, thank you. See? That's why you need Arnold backing you up when you have Alec Baldwin in a room, okay?
Oh.
So we haven't covered this in a while. As of March 6th, Rust armorer convicted of manslaughter in Alec Baldwin shooting. The armorer, Hannah Gutierrez Reed, had placed a live round in a gun the actor was rehearsing with when it fired, killing the film cinematographer Helena Hutchins. There you go. That comes from the New York Times.
Wow. Well,
Mm.
that's something for sure. You know
What
what
were
we
we
were
talking about?
talking about?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking
Cat
about
in the
Cat in the
Hat.
Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Voicing Cat in the Hat in this animated movie, and we somehow started talking about Get Down! Alec Baldwin and Dakota Fanning. So, good luck.
Because they
to
were in the
Bill.
live action Cat in the Hat,
Good luck
where
to
nobody
Bill.
died.
Allegedly.
The goldfish. The goldfish died.
Oh, I know, Katie, your girl, Quinta Brunson is supposed to be the Cat in the Hat film.
Yes,
She's probably gonna be
yes.
the mom.
Thank you for reminding me.
She's gonna
yeah,
get-
I did see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her. She's so good.
2026 March, we can go take mom on her birthday to go see this new Cat in the Hat movie. She's gonna love it. She'll be so excited. Okay, for her
61st.
62nd birthday.
Dang.
Yeah,
don't
that's
be
right, 'cause
like
that's 2
that
years.
telling
Yeah.
people,
What?
telling people her age, man.
62. That's great.
She's not even 60 yet.
She's not even 60. That's great.
Yeah, she wants people to be like, oh, that lady's 49.
Yeah.
She
People
gets it
all
anyway.
The time are like, your mom's turning 60? What? I don't believe
Is
it.
that your sister?
Yeah. She looks so young. She looks like she's in her 50s, like turning freshly 50. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay. It's that Puerto Rican. Hunter came up with the other day. Puerto Rican, don't weaken. You just stay.
You know what's weekend? This haircut of mine. I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. It's growing out in a weird way.
Yeah, now that everybody can see us, it's like.
Yeah, now I feel really self-conscious.
I gotta make sure it's perfect.
My
You
hair
gotta do
looks
some hair and
nuts.
makeup for you.
Yeah, we
You know.
have people come in throughout the show to touch us up and whatever. Anyways, okay, Bill Hader, that's gonna be great. We had Benedict Cumberbatch do the Grinch, so now we're getting famous voice actors to do all these Dr. Seuss characters. Cool.
Wait, what do you mean now?
What?
It's been like that forever.
Like new animated.
Okay.
Yeah, the new animated stuff. So now they're trying to go back. Let's do it again. We did it once before. We're good.
I was gonna say, have you forgotten American movie classic The Lorax
starring
with Danny DeVito?
Speaking of Danny and Arnold, okay, I just watched Twins for the first time.
Oh gosh.
What an interesting, funny movie. that
American
was.
movie classic.
Yes.
Twins.
You're my brother. My brother. I'm Junius. I will pay your debts. I'm from an island. We have a mother somewhere. Let's go find her. Yeah. Good one. Good one. So, anyways, all right. We got to keep this show rolling, okay? All right. Let's see if I can read this one without stumbling. PS5 Pro coming out holiday 2024? Question mark. Perhaps just in time for Grand Theft Auto 6, which is set to be released in 2025. So,
What a waste.
yeah, honestly.
What
What are you
a
talking
waste.
about?
There
Explain yourself.
are no games.
You already have a console that many people were put on a back order for because it was selling out so quickly, they couldn't get the whatever for it, and now everybody has this console. You can't play it. What's there to play on the stinking console? Not much.
Spider-Man?
At least in regards of
Spider-Man 2? So what?
and maybe the
One
new
game.
God of War game. Two.
Not even. God of War is on PS4.
So whatever.
And it just got free DLC.
Yeah. So, what was the purpose of releasing this console if now you're going to be releasing the Pro to it?
I have.
What about that game you guys like about the kid with the red hair?
Did that one come out on
The girl with the red
Aloy,
hair?
Aloy. Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's still on PS4. Nothing has come out.
Yeah.
They have VR. She's on VR, but not PS5.
That game is not for PS5?
No.
That's what we're saying,
You
Brian.
can probably
Yes,
get
it
it on
is.
PS5, but why would you when it's on the PS4?
Well, if you have a
But the
PS5.
PS5
if you
is
have
better.
a PS4, sure.
PS5.
But is that going to sell
PS5.
consoles? No.
No. Now, Grand
It has
Theft
been.
Auto-
It's
Grand
been the
Theft
number
Auto-
one selling console for months now.
That's not saying anything. The Nintendo Switch, it's at the end of its lifespan. The PS5 has been out for maybe what, 3 years, 2-3 years now. Xbox is
It's 4
folding.
years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not saying anything. No.
And now they're allegedly bringing this PlayStation 5 Pro or something like that.
And I heard
But
last
what
week-
about GTA 6?
that's going to sell consoles, sure. That one game will, yes.
I-
But for
People already have it. They're not going to make so much money off of people buying the console. They already have the console. They're going to buy
Yeah.
the game, and they're going to lose money off of the console sales because they already have it. And it's just sitting there collecting dust.
yeah. And PlayStation has been under fire the past week because games are being deleted from people's libraries. Just wimbly bimbly. No explanation why. Games that people have purchased, they can't play for some reason. Something about licenses have gone away. And say that in addition to that, if you purchased a Cartoon Network game, licensed game, like Rick and Morty or stuff like that, you can't play it anymore. Doesn't matter if you bought it, you can't play it.
What the?
Mhm.
That is weird.
That's why I don't like digital
I hope
downloads.
they really fix that. Yeah, no.
I can tell you're
physical
really
media
worried
all the
about
way.
that, brother.
What are you talking about?
Big gulps, huh?
Why you gotta be like
Why you
that?
gotta be like that?
Okay, Janelle Monáe. Knives out.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, look at him.
Who even is this person?
Who do you think you are? I'm Bimmy Jarkley.
What?
Brian knows
Nobody
that
knows
reference.
who that is except you
No,
and
but
me.
you know-
except you and me. So let's move on.
Eh.
Yeah, you and I know.
All right, this is one that is.
Adventures in Odyssey.
I was about to say, is that some Adventures in Odyssey stuff?
It is.
Yeah.
Connie. All right, Mr. Whitaker. Eugene. That's all I got.
Rest in peace.
Connie.
Mm.
Connie had a husband. I forgot her husband's name.
Nope.
No.
Never did.
She's dating somebody.
Never did.
Didn't he go to like war?
That's not the same as a husband, Katie. That's not the same as.
No,
thought she was
I'm
married.
agreeing
No,
with you.
no,
What a wiener!
No, but you're
I'm
like-
agreeing with you.
no. You're like,
said no, she
no,
never
no,
got
she's
married.
dating
She had
someone.
a boyfriend.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that. You gotta like.
And then that's what
you know,
I was
heck,
agreeing with
man.
you.
With you, ding dong.
No, she was like, no, you wrong, you wrong.
Are you serious?
She was totally agreeing with you, and you're yelling at her.
Don't tell me. I'm the one that keeps up with that stuff, not you.
He's
You
the
don't
one
even
that's
know.
just agreeing with me
All right.
when
Jen,
I'm agreeing with him. No.
You're done. Done. All right. We're gonna take the funnies and we're gonna drop it down. All right. No more funnies because this is serious.
My butt.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. All right. Katie is not taking this seriously, but no, actually, this has been breaking news kind of everywhere.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is this the thing you wanted to talk about?
Yes.
That one thing?
In the space of
Okay.
millennials and Gen Zers everywhere, we just had our like butts blown out into outer space from. Was that not a good thing to say?
My butt! It's gone!
I was thinking
It's
more
floating
of I was
away!
thinking more of a blowout from your mom.
Like a diaper.
Yeah.
No, we had our heads exploded, okay, into outer space with this new Quiet on Set TV show that supposedly is on Discovery Plus, but I watched it on HBO Max. Wow. Just wow. There are no words that can describe the feeling of watching this show. There are only 4 episodes, okay? And I think the last one just released like the 18th or something, and it's the 20th. So just a couple days ago. And all of these things that, you know, were kind of swept under the rug that Nickelodeon had been doing for so many years, that their producers have been doing.
Oh,
that their show
this
writers-
thing. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else.
No.
Oh,
Quiet
the
on Set.
documentary about
Yes.
the allegations about the Nickelodeon
Yes, the
fallout.
producers
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
crew that were on shows and the horrible things that happen to these child actors. You've got like Drake Bell, Amanda Bynes, Alexa Nicola, Jamie Lynn Spears, tons of other actors on these shows being put in very uncomfortable situations with sexual innuendos that as an adult you watch it and you're like, oh, that's a little bit iffy, that's a little bit risky. But as a kid, you're like, oh, ha, goo, that's funny. Like, oh, ha, feet, you know, weird stuff that, you know, kids think is funny because you don't know any better. And adults were green-lighting these types of situations, these scenarios that these kids were being put in rooms with harmful adults that caused many, many serious traumatic things to happen to a lot of them. And one of them being Drake Bell coming out with his story that he had never told before. He was always going to keep it a secret, but finally decided, you know, this is now the time to speak on this. And what a disturbing story he told. I highly recommend watching it if you grew up watching those shows, just to be enlightened, I guess, or just to have like that knowledge. Just because we looked at all of those shows growing up and wished we were those kids on those shows, and now to see that they were so harmed or so uncomfortable in that is just crazy. And also just brings awareness of like, you may have trusted adults, but be careful still, you know? So I don't know, that was just something crazy that came out recently, and there's still being updates as of last night, as of this morning, updates left and right. Dan Schneider backing himself up or defending himself on the allegations or apologizing for things that he had done to different children or crew members on his team, yada yada. Just crazy things that were happening behind the scenes that you had no idea because you were just a kid watching a funny show. So that's all I had to say really about it. Just crazy. That's about it.
It is a little sombering.
Yeah, truly.
And tragic.
And, that kind of will go into bringing us into the Avatar episode. One of the kids on the All That TV show, which is like kind of where we get our title from, like kind of where, I don't know, we're inspired by it. But one of the characters or crew members, cast members of All That was Sokka from Avatar. And a lot of his castmates came forward with their stories of how uncomfortable they felt on set and how they feel so sorry for the ones that made it big, you know, that they were still put in these positions all the time. And Sokka's voice actor is one of them. So he did not come forward with his story, but I'm sure he can have his own stories of what he saw and what he witnessed on, you know, back in the day. So that will lead us eventually into episode 4 of the Netflix Avatar: Last Airbender. But I wanted to talk about it real quick because I think it is something very important that we're watching right now. And it kind of even leads into the disappearance. A lot of people are talking about this right now as well, is the disappearance of the preteen. And while this person was a harmful guy and created a lot of difficult situations for people, he created a sense of like likeness for the preteen. At the same time, he created like the space of preteen, and now that he's not there, it's disappearing, and it's really weird what we're living and seeing in right now. But all that being said, yeah, go check it out if you want to. You don't, like, definitely viewer discretion advised because it is some strong themes, but yeah.
It reminds me of that documentary from a while back, maybe a couple years ago. Maybe it was during COVID. When they were talking about boy bands. And, like, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and their manager being disgusting and doing all the things, similar things, man. It's just gross.
It's like those people in powerful positions abusing these children, making them do things that they are uncomfortable with, that they don't like, and then the parents watching but not knowing how to step in because they don't want to ruin their child's career, but they also hate what they're looking at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this documentary talked about, is a lot of the parents feeling guilty. They're like, well, I'm sitting here and I'm watching what my son is enduring, and I don't like what I'm seeing, but I can't say anything because this is what he wants to do, and I don't want to ruin his career. So I'm stuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of the parents had to say when they came forward talking about their child's. And like, a lot of these children now are in their 30s and 40s, and their parents are still there to talk about and discuss what they saw and how it made them feel. And they're like, I had my hands tied. I didn't know what to do. So.
And it's easy for us as outside people to be like, well, that's my kid. You know what I would do? No, you don't know what you would do.
No. And there just should be better protection for those kids, you know, because what I saw from that show being recorded, like there's visible proof. It's not just allegations or hearsay or like, no, it's there. You can watch it and you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that no one said anything. No one did anything. They just let it happen. So, yeah. But anyways, on a better note, let's talk about Avatar.
Must we?
Yes, we're gonna jump into the chunk zone.
So chunky.
All right, I've almost drank this whole water bottle. That's a good sign for me.
Wait a minute. Am I taking it from your response that you were like kind of meh on this episode?
I
think most of us were.
I don't even know what the word is.
Hunter, how would you have
Oh my
described your
gosh.
experience watching episode 4 of Avatar, the buh-bye one? All right, you heard it from him. He went.
Yeah,
Oh,
So.
wow. Yeah, there you go. I mean,
it was a stinker.
Yeah. All right,
For sure.
let's break it down and discuss why it was a stinker. Okay. So the episode is Into the Dark. Now, our first question, and I like this, just jumping right into it. What the heck was up with buh-bye? Why did they destroy his character?
Kate, I need you to explain what the heck happened with buh-bye. I don't, like, I'm watching it and I'm like, why is he acting this way? He's like not cool. He's not interesting. He just seems so stupid and sniveling. And why are they doing this character? Please tell me why.
So, first, for our viewers that may not have ever seen the animated show, in which turn us off, go watch the animated show.
But come back and make sure
Yeah,
you
come
subscribe
back,
so
come
you
back,
can
and
become a
then see if
sibling.
you agree. In the original animated show, buh-bye, yes, he is a little mysterious. He doesn't reveal who he is until the very end of the episode. He doesn't. That's one thing to keep in mind. And he's a little
Which is
kooky
fine.
dukes.
Which is fine,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he's
Which is totally
kooky dukes in the original show, but he's not mean. He is not mean.
No.
In fact, he there's a moment where he goes, and he immediately recognizes Aang. And so he wants to teach Aang some lessons about responsibility and using your brain and being clever and all that. But he is not mean about it. He's not in Aang's face going, were you there this past 100 years just
And that's
fighting and
in
going
the
crazy?"
animated one. In the animated one, he's not mean
Right.
at all.
Eventually
Period.
at the end, he talks to Aang. He's like, "Listen, Aang, you know, there's going to be a lot of decisions that you have to make, and it's a learning experience. It's a teaching." He's not wagging his finger at him. You know, you weren't there. I was there for these 100 years. You just got to sleep. And it's like, what? What?
And he was silly.
But it
You go ahead, Brian.
yeah, it's just, but in this live action version, while in the animated one there is this air of mystery about buh-bye and everything, in this one he just doesn't even make sense at all. Period.
It's like he's
just
trying
like
to be the
talking.
He's trying to be the funny buh-bye that we saw in the animated, where it's like lettuce leaf, you know, type of thing, and then throw them a feast. And it's like, okay, we have those same jokes, haha, funny, but the delivery wasn't great. And then he's mean to Aang. I thought they were friends, and it didn't make sense. It didn't flow.
Even in it's just the whole tone of it just doesn't work.
No.
It's not mysterious. But then it's also just mean-spirited. It's not funny. He's not a fun character. I'm not like, oh, I want to actually know more about this guy. I know it's like, this guy seems so creepy, so pedo-ish.
Like he's lost his mind.
know,
And they said in a previous episode 3, that he has lost his mind. He basically gave up on the war. Which, when I heard that, I was like, what? That's not right. He's supposed to be very wise. Now, in season 2, when they're being taken over, he says that they're not going to do anything. But there's a reason for it. He's waiting for that neutral gene. So he's using his brain. He's not just losing his mind. Right. He's not going crazy. He's being creative.
Calculated.
Yes, he's calculating it. So how is it when we're supposed to have seasons 2 and 3, when he's supposed to be a mad genius, thinking critically and creatively, what is he going to do exactly? So I was angry by that.
I don't know how they're gonna fix him. Like you said, I don't know how they're gonna make it.
Make it right.
He was just not crazy. He's just being buh-bye, you know. And it didn't wrap it up either very well. Like,
no, it just left him hanging.
Yeah, they tried
left
to
him
make it like
him with a thought bubble.
Yeah, no. So, all right, that's buh-bye, and I think the character looked fine. I don't know about you guys, but I think he looked fine. The battle scene was fine. I didn't hate it. It was fine.
I hated that there were supposed to be games. Yes. What games?
Yeah.
What games? What mind games? He was just screaming at him the whole time.
And then he just like filled the room with crystals, and then what?
Yeah.
I think the whole execution of the character is a waste.
Butchered.
The whole
completely.
Execution is a waste. Like,
buh-bye was supposed to be the namesake of his child. Like, you're naming your kid after this?
Yeah.
It's just, this is supposed to be a fun, loving character, both wise and skilled, but he's just, I don't know, it looks like bad makeup. For first thing, bad makeup, really annoying voice. It's just like you took this character that appears in one episode in season 1, and from that one episode, we know everything about this character. We know exactly their tone, who they're supposed to be, and you made this character just completely up the wazoo. It's like it's from a whole different show, and as we talk about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really, truly disappointed in how you ruined such a simple character, easy character to do. I just don't understand.
where did we place this episode? Okay, so this is supposed to be an episode of the frick, what's the episode title in the animated version?
The King of Omashu.
Is it? Okay, I'm curious where we put that episode in our list. It was towards the bottom, like in our, like maybe top 5 of season 1, right?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then
Yeah,
all
I
of a
think
sudden,
And it's like
Wow.
It's rough,
it's the
man.
5th episode of the series, okay? Which is episode 4 for us. Why did we spend so long with those other 2 episodes that were just now here? I feel like we were rushing so much along to be stuck in Omashu for 2 episodes now. Is that how you guys feel?
yeah.
Like, why now for these 2 episodes have we been in freaking Omashu and they did not do it well? It was so bad.
And
that's
I
just
don't
one
even know what
aspect.
Omashu looks like.
No, we don't know what
I don't even know what
looks
Omashu looks like.
And that's just one.
All I know is it has slides.
Yeah.
And they did write it at the end, but I was like,
They didn't write it well. Sorry.
we did get the crash in my cabbages.
Yeah, good
Thanks.
But at this point, it's like, but it wasn't built up. Like, that whole cabbages thing needs to be in one episode.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't need to be prolonged into 2 episodes, and then where it happens at the very end of the episode, while in the previous episode it happened in the middle. Cause like, I don't remember that. I can't recall that if this is my first time watching it. Yikes, man.
Can we move on?
Like,
Yeah,
seriously,
I'm getting
it's like,
irritated.
Boomy, obviously,
ooh,
big,
yeah.
big, fat, doo-doo, bad Boomy. Alright, but now, Sokka and Katara were
I
stuck
hate this
somewhere.
even more.
They
I
were
hate it
stuck
even more.
somewhere, and that was the Cave of 2 Lovers? Freaking pardon? What? Why were the brother and sister duo in the Cave of 2 Lovers with some weird badger moles, okay, that
And it didn't even earthbend. It tunneled.
didn't! It was digging! No! That defeats the purpose! I was so mad when I saw that.
I was
like,
mad
did
too.
that freaking badger mole
Just tunnel? How
dig?
dare it tunnel?
Did it dig? No! They're supposed to be blind. Yes, they're supposed to be menacing and like a little bit like, oh shoot, like that's a big creature.
I did like the design of it.
It looked good. But excuse me, did it just claw its way through? No! No! I won't stand for it! Badger mole!
My butt.
No. No, I don't
Good
like that
gosh,
one.
man. Wow.
Wait, no,
This is
that's
really
no,
starting
that
to
that
take
came
me
out
off
wrong.
talking about this.
No, never mind. Stay away from my
Dang.
butt. Okay. But seriously though, why the heck did they choose? All right, I did like the secret tunnel song. I thought that was cute. Okay,
That was hilarious. That's the best part of the episode.
best part of the episode. But
Yeah, no, it was.
why?
And
Why?
I wish that they weren't though in like the pre-cave. I wish they were outside in the sunshine singing it like the hippies they should be.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
right.
pre-cave.
Freaking
You know,
Well,
like
here's
oh
one-
yeah, why?
Go.
It's just execution, script. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that every filmmaker
Let me tell
knows.
you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Your show is only as good as your screenplay is. If you don't set your screenplay up from the very beginning to follow a certain path that's gonna work, everything is gonna just crash. It's a house of cards, and if you don't do one part of it correctly, if it doesn't follow the path, the whole thing crumbles and falls. And seeing this, it's like, oh my gosh, how can the rest of the series continue with what they've done with it already? Because right now, Aang and Katara have no relationship whatsoever. None. They have none. This should be a big scene for them to get deeper into the relationship. They have no relationship whatsoever at this
Katie,
point.
are you developing a headache right now?
This was good for Katara and
Nothing.
Sokka's
Sorry.
relationship, but we talked about that in the previous episode when we were talking about Sokka's instincts, and now we're gonna keep going with that.
They brought it up a bit more here. He did say instincts, like, oh, let me do like a little nod to that, whatever. But that defeated the purpose of the entire, like you just said, episode of this is supposed to be Aang and Katara getting better acquainted with one another. All right, they're sharing this moment. They're trying to problem solve. But no, it didn't make sense. No.
And stepping away briefly from the Cave of Two Lovers, at the very beginning when Sokka's with the Mechanist, they did the thing that I hate where they tell, don't show. The Mechanist thinks that I'll make a great engineer. I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sokka never said that.
Yeah.
Just do it then. Just do it. Don't tell us. The big thing is that Aang, Katara, and Sokka have been split up for way too long.
Yes.
And it bothered me. Forget the Cave of Wonders. Forget everything else. They could be anywhere right now. I want them to be together.
Speaking of, where the bun nuggets are Appa and Momo? Where are they? Where were they ditched? Okay.
Too expensive.
Yeah, too expensive to animate. Like, at least in the episode where they go to Omashu, like, they leave them on a mountain or something and they cover them. They're like, okay, you guys wait here. They at least, like, acknowledge that they're not going to be seen. They just ditch them. They're like, okay, Appa, you take care of Momo and camouflage yourself so no one can find you. And then Appa's just, like, hanging behind
he takes a nap,
bush, But no, there was no acknowledgement of them at all, okay? Since
in 2 episodes.
In 2 episodes, yes. So, where are they? And then moving on.
Here, one thing too, the Cave of Two Lovers. So, tell me if I'm wrong, because I kind of got lost in it. So,
you're not.
In the animated episode, when you go into the cave, the whole point of the cave is to just turn out the lights, and you'll follow the crystals to the way you need to go, right?
Correct.
That's correct. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
So now in this live action version, it's all about love, and you need to be showing love, not even singing. Did they sing to the Badgers at all? They didn't do that at all. Okay. No, they just had to be in love. Okay. So they had the brother and sister hold hands. They had the brother and sister hold hands to show that they love each other, even though they already had no lights and they could see the crystals, so they could follow their way out.
They literally just fought each other.
The whole point was if they just allowed the lights to turn off, they could follow the directions out, which is what was done in the animated version. But instead they're like, let's hold hands and be in love that way, brotherly, sisterly love, and that will help us, lead us to. It's just, what are we doing? Why are we ruining Sokka this way? Why are we... Sokka needs to be focusing
know how you feel about Sokka, okay?
Look, this is his favorite character growth, okay? That was very clear, and we've talked about it. So he feels very strongly that they're ruining him.
I do too.
They are. Look, Sokka is this guy. He's supposed to be this guy smacking his head throughout
Getting
the
redder and
episode.
redder.
He doesn't do that. He doesn't get to do that at all. He doesn't because
We're
he's
doing
not
it
allowed
instead.
any chance to grow.
Let's see,
He's
getting
not
redder.
allowed a chance to grow as a character because for one thing, you broke the rules away. You said he's supposed to do one thing, and then when he does it, you change the rules, and it's just something else happens. You know,
Yeah.
if you're gonna say, oh, it's by love, then why is he not with some other character then doing love things down there?
Might as well have just
No, he's
brought
with his
Suki
sister.
him, completely ruined the story. Suki comes along the entire time, and now they're the ones going through the Cave of Lovers. If we're just switching stuff up all over, all right, then make it make sense.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something too. Another thing
Tell me
that
something.
I think about. Look, in episode 2, it was the Warriors episode where Sokka and Suki got
That's
together and were
episode 2,
hanging out,
yep.
and they smooched right away. Like they didn't even wait. There was no smooching on the cheeks. They were tongue kissing, caressing
All
each
right,
other that
did
fast.
not
Okay.
happen. That did not happen.
Wait. All right. But so you're telling me that Sokka is going to forget all about Suki that quick after he just rolled his tongue with some other chick, and he's 2 episodes from now, he's going to meet Yue, and he's going
I've
to
been
fall
thinking
in love
about that
with
the
Yue,
entire
and
time.
just like that,
Yes,
like,
I've been
like,
thinking about
dang,
that the entire
dude.
time.
like, you guys, it's just, what the heck, man? Why
He
did
even
you
has,
push
like,
that
Suki
Suki
been
relationship
around, all right?
so fast?
He has not been around. He's same with Suki. She's like, I haven't seen a man in a long time. Sokka's like,
man.
I haven't seen a woman
A
in a long time.
woman.
So he's gonna be falling.
So
for any
is
pretty
he?
girl.
Is Sokka gonna be? Is Sokka at all gonna be like, yeah, I'm sort of involved with this girl from down south. Oh, don't worry about her. We won't see her till next season. You know, and so later on when Suki's gone, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I really met somebody really special at the North Pole. You know,
But then
I
she
know
turned into the
we-
moon.
Yeah. So that's rough,
Yeah,
buddy.
but it's like
Sucks to suck.
I just don't
guess.
understand. These filmmakers are doing some bad things. I was giving them the benefit of the doubt,
yes,
but
we
they
all
really
were.
are doing some really shady things with the characters.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's just, I guess. Okay, when we first started this, we were doing this
And
episode by
Omashu
episode.
is now 2 lesbian lovers too now. So I mean that's fine. Whatever.
He's like, that's whatever. But now I'm starting to see where the hate for this show is coming from. It wasn't much to do with like the actors. I think they're doing what they can for the most part. Okay, there could be some better choices, but I think it's just writing. It doesn't make sense. It's
I will say this, something we haven't touched on yet.
okay. Touch on it.
We haven't talked about Zuko and Iroh yet.
Yes.
I did
Forgettable.
like that story.
I forgot it. What happened?
Oh, okay, so it's the part where Iroh gets taken by the Earth Kingdom.
Yes. Okay. And then
And
Zuko
Zuko
rescues Iroh.
Now
Iroh's
here's
son.
here's the comical part for me. To get into the Earth Kingdom army, he infiltrates this little squad. There are like 8 guys in this squad, and the one that's in the back, he goes, "Wah!" Takes him and beats him up in a bush,
yeah.
steals his clothes, and then he joins them. Nobody in that Earth Kingdom squad was like, "Hey, has anyone seen Rick?
Yeah. Where's Lee?
Where's Martinez? Where did Martinez go?" Nobody's like that. And then Zuko doesn't do anything with it. He just goes over
I will
and
say
rescues Iroh.
Zuko is my favorite character so far.
Yeah. And then, but it did get better. I did really like the part where Iroh's having a conversation with an Earth Kingdom soldier, and they're talking about how they both have lost important people in their lives in the war.
Yeah.
And you just see this vulnerability with both of them.
I think they're doing a really good job of making the war real. Because a lot of the time we just hear that the war is bad. We just hear that bad things are
What war?
happening.
There is no war in Bossing Set.
Yeah, like throughout the entire first season, oh, the war is so bad. And even in the second season where we actually get to see some of the war, it doesn't hit you as hard. Whereas this one, you're like, oh, this is real. Like, you can see
People
the
are
emotions.
dying.
Yeah, you can really see the emotions.
You
and
know,
the pain
you know what hit me hard?
Leaves
You
from
know
the
what was
vine.
actually a plus? Yes. Oh my gosh.
The
Thank
little
you.
trickle
I
in
heard
the
the music
background of it.
and I was like,
kill the
I was like-
Wonderworks.
Yeah, that was good.
oh my gosh. And then when they're sitting there at Luten's funeral
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Iroh is just sitting there and then Zuko sits next to him,
Yes.
I was like, this is what I need. More of this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Finally you did something good with yourself, for
Yeah.
goodness sakes.
I don't know how they can write such a powerful scene like that, yet ruin Boomy's character so horribly. Something that's easy. Boomy is easy. He's not very difficult.
I feel like you could have gotten a better story from AI
That's what
or
I'm
something.
saying.
I know
No,
it's
you don't
bad.
even
This one is a win for AI.
You don't even
sadly.
need the AI. You have the source freaking material. Just use it.
Actually, just get some fanfic. Yeah, just get some
I'm gonna
fanfic.
start. I'm gonna turn into a. Kermit
Honestly,
frog.
you could get a true fan of Avatar. Get a true fan of Avatar. Pay them the minimum. Pay them the minimum.
do
You don't
it
have
for
to give them all
free.
the royalties. And they would do it, and they would do a much better job than whoever college-educated hack, decided to put pen to
Yay.
paper.
I will say I felt really sad that we just got a oh my gosh, a Flopsy statue, and we didn't get any Flopsy.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't even see that. I
I
didn't
There
even
was
see
just
that at all.
a
God.
Flopsy statue.
That
no Flopsy.
Is it worst episode? This episode is worse than the Shyamalan movie. I'm saying that. This is
Wow.
worse than the Shyamalan
Wow,
movie.
that's
Man.
bad.
That is bad, and I stand by
No.
that.
Wow.
This one
No,
episode.
the earthbending in this one fixed it.
The Zuko and Iroh
No.
stuff was good. The
The
Zuko and Iroh
earthbending.
stuff was good.
The earthbending looked good too.
Everything else.
The Boomy earthbending looks bad.
What? I thought it looked good.
No.
I liked it.
I'm angry.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something too. I didn't put this in the doc, but you know what? I'm really concerned about Katara. I'm
Should we
getting
be?
there.
Why?
I am super concerned with Katara. Their performance is so flat.
Yeah.
There is no emotion in this character at all. Period. I'm waiting for her to have a moment, and it is not there. And I'm dying for her to really either
People are
cry
dying.
or be really angry and intense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm completely calm! I'm waiting
Yes.
for that moment.
Yeah.
And it hasn't
She's
come
still
yet.
She's still a kid,
And I
they're
need
not
it.
Doing that. They're not making her childlike. They're not giving her that.
Sokka has it easy because he has all the comic relief jokes. Aang, the kid can act happy, no problem. But when he's next to Boomy, he doesn't even know what the heck is going on. Like, what?
lines-
Boomy,
He was
why are
like,
you
"Why
acting
is
this
he
way?
yelling at me?"
The lines.
Yeah, like, I don't understand what's going on
My
right
people
now.
are
But
dead and
Katara,
you're screaming at me.
The lines in the dialogue
But
made no sense together. It didn't even seem like they were really having a conversation. Like, it was so separated. Like, these are Boomy's lines, these are Aang's lines. Not,
Oh,
this is a
good
conversation of two
point.
people talking.
oh,
conversing.
man.
No sense.
Oy vey.
Oh my goodness. But am I the only one who felt
Jeez.
that way?
No, now that you mention it, thank you for saying that, because now it's like, yeah, they didn't even film that together.
It just seems
that was filmed at 2.
disconnected.
Oh my gosh, man.
Like, okay, I can feel the chemistry between Iroh and Zuko. I can feel their tension. That makes sense. They're having a conversation.
But didn't Dev Patel have that in the original, in the Shyamalan movie? Wasn't he like still at least like one of...
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel even the Iroh that he had too wasn't half bad, you know, or anything. That was actually one of the decent parts about the Shyamalan Avatar, is that Zuko and Iroh work well.
Yes.
And we got a lot of that in this episode, which redeems it a little bit. But everything else, man, I was like, I think I actually fell asleep in this episode. I think I dozed off.
I keep merging the last episode and this episode together. I'm like, did that happen in this one? No, that was last episode. Where I'm like, I can't draw a clear line because we've still freaking been in Omashu for 2 episodes. Why?
And this was episode 5?
This is episode 4.
No, 4. We still have.
This is 4, so we have 4
4
more after
to
this.
get through.
Oh my gosh.
So really quick, so we gotta go to the spirit world. We gotta do that.
Where was that
we gotta get
that we were supposed to see? Weren't we supposed to see that?
That's gotta be next episode.
Okay.
That's next episode. Because I know it's like a spirit into the spirit world or something.
Yeah, we need some Roku. Where's Roku? ¿Dónde está?
So we got spirit world episode. We got at least 2 North Pole episodes, and then we have random leaving Omashu episode, or it's gonna be a Jet episode because Jet is still there.
Well, she froze.
So that's
Jet.
what that is.
He was like, they had one conversation, like one meaningful
They
conversation.
shoehorned that in at the beginning. Now that you mention it, at the very beginning, they put that in there.
What?
In this episode, she froze Jet at the very freaking beginning. And then it's like, okay, time to move on.
He was like, I made you, Katara. It's like, you've known her for 40 minutes, okay? Who are you? I'm gonna go Kermit the Frog again. I just don't understand why they're rushing things that don't need to be rushed and taking so long on things that don't need to take so long. Like, why are we rushing the relationship between Aang and Katara into zero? Zero. Literally nothing. Nothing. We're in episode 5 and they've had like 3 conversations.
I've always said from the very beginning that watching the animated series, it was very Lord of the Rings-esque for me.
Yes.
Where it's a journey, and yeah, they're walking a lot, and a lot of people don't like that they're just walking and going from point A to point B. But in that time, you're getting to understand the characters. They're relating to each other. There's growth with those characters, and that's what helps makes Lord of the Rings such a timeless story. While there's not even time to even look around and see this cool, awesome city and the beautiful countryside and get to know the culture, the people. There's no feeling of that whatsoever.
No. It's very dry right now.
It's like we saw that flashback of Aang, and he was with what was his teacher's name again? Gyatso. Gyatso's in the background there, and they're talking to Bumi the kid, and Gyatso doesn't say anything. He's just there. Like, why didn't they give like Gyatso, Bumi, good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us to Omashu or something. Oh yeah, Omashu is one of the great Earth Kingdom cities.
No, it's all
How do I know that?
So disconnected from each other.
it's just, this doesn't feel like a natural, organic story. It doesn't at all.
It's
and
very
it's
calculated
such a
in
shame.
a bad way.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's episode 4. And now we're going to be able to watch episode 5. I'm sure we've all been dying to watch it. It's been painful all these weeks to wait. So, yeah. Time will tell now how we'll feel next week. And we'll go, y'all, this is rough. This is buns.
Why were the hippies inside the cave? Why weren't they outside?
Why were they?
Why
in the
couldn't they
pre-cave?
walk
of the
with?
echo.
Why couldn't they walk with Katara and Sokka and give a little bit of comic
The
relief?
surround
there?
sound.
Why
surround
couldn't
sound of
they
being in the-
do it?
They're like, dude, you're gonna be in this. You're gonna be in this for exactly 3 minutes. All right, make it worth.
Not
your
a
while.
second more.
Not a second, freaking more. You got 3 minutes to shine. Okay.
We didn't see any wolf bats.
You better make it good. Yeah, no wolf bats. No, this is my.
I'm
wife,
fine
Lily.
with that. Some stuff, yes, you can cut. Wolf bats, that's cuttable.
Now we'll never
know.
know that Appa is afraid of going into the dark caves. That's what a lot of the time drives their story somewhere else, that they have to avoid things because Appa doesn't freaking like caves, okay? We'll never know that. People will be like, oh, random fact about Appa. I'm Aang. Appa doesn't like caves or fire.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
That episode, I will give it the title, The Disappointment.
To the max.
Yeah, disappointment to the max, to the roof. So,
You could call it Shyamalan Redeemed.
stop, no, never utter those words
Never.
again. Shamalama Ding Dong will forever have that movie thrown in the trash can, all right? It doesn't even get to go in the recycle bin, all right? It's in the trash can, okay? Trash. Anyways, do you guys have anything else to say?
No.
Okay. Brian?
Tomorrow is another day.
Yes, it is. And we don't have to be hurt by watching episode 4 ever again. Just go watch King of Omashu instead in the original. But that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. Y'all, it was a roller coaster. We had some very serious things to talk about. We had some Star Wars news to talk about. We had a disappearance of Momo and Appa. Where the buns are they? Nobody knows because they didn't show us. All right.
Alec Baldwin shot. What's her name?
Not Dakota Fanning. No.
Shot Dakota Fanning.
She is still with us and unharmed by
Blown
Alec Baldwin.
away.
Now somebody real quick whose reputation is like horribly tainted right now is JLO. I don't know if you guys have been seeing that, but
No, what's going on with JLo?
Ooh, people are like, girl, JLo.
What?
Dude,
I
JLo's
must
always been
know.
the worst.
I know she's.
What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it maybe next week, but right now go watch
What?
some TikTok stuff about JLo. She's being absolutely trashed, and we're like, yeah. we know.
Because she canceled her tour because nobody bought tickets to it.
That, and she's just a liar and a horrible
Ooh.
person. But
No,
whatever.
because she's
Greedy
55
and
years
pathetic for
old
canceling
and no.
tours.
Yeah, she's 55 years old and nobody wants to see some 55-year-old lady who thinks she's hot stuff, shake her groovy thing on. Nobody cares, man. Get with
I'll
the
be your
program.
J-Lo.
From the New York Post, Jennifer Lopez is getting savagely trolled for a clip from her film "This Is Me Now." I loved. What title is this? What
she's
is
like-
happening to me
she's-
today?
She's sitting there and she's shaking her hair and she's like, yeah, this is what I looked like 16 years old running through the Bronx. Several people are coming forward on TikTok being like, girl, I went to high school with you. You did not look like that. You were already starring in movies. What? Who are you?
Yeah, you were a fly girl on UPN, bro. Be quiet.
Another person, one of the people
UPN.
working on the set of her TV show came out and was like, you know how many takes it took for her to do that scene right there? 12. We reshot this authentic scene of JLo 12 times.
The title of this movie is called This Is Me, ... now, a love story.
Yeah, which, this is true. She spent $20 million of her own money to finance this film because nobody else is interested in learning more about.
She ruined
It's
it.
Learning
Jamie
about
all over
her
again.
romance with Ben Affleck.
Did Brian just rub a jellyfish on his face?
Listen, with this episode, I'm about to do a Raiders of the Lost Ark and melt myself, okay?
It's a, why? No one cares. Gosh, man.
I'm gonna listen to Brian say "no one cares" so many times back while I'm editing this. Oh my gosh, that was the best. That was great. All right, let's end this junk, man. This episode
Wait,
is fun.
JLo, that $20 million of that money well spent would have been. You could have spent that to save orphans in Africa or in
You
the
could have
Bronx, but
saved
instead
all
we
of
have
Hawaii.
No, but she was going to
But-
make a story about herself.
no. But you wanted to inspire us with your 6th marriage, you know, and then dating Ben Affleck and marrying him.
For the
Dang,
second
Brian.
time.
Whoa!
What is that?
Shots
Wait, yeah, look. How many times has JLo been married? Let's look it up. Hey Siri,
to the
how
same
many
guy.
times has Jennifer Lopez
Over
been
and over.
married?
Alexa, how many times has JLo been married?
Jennifer Lopez has been married 4 times.
4 times.
Holy
Dang!
Come on,
And
guys.
now it's a love story? Finally! What the heck happened? The first 4 didn't work?
Alexa, be quiet!
God dang, man.
Why did you yell at your robot? How dare you?
Hey, I thank her all the time.
I would say bless you to my robot if she sneezed, okay? We're ending this episode. JLo, go throw $20 million at an orphan. I don't know.
Go save Hawaii.
Take a hike, man. Jeez.
All right, we've got Brian in this corner.
How desperate are you? Gross.
We've got KT down below.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
You know, I think I'm not sick anymore. I was sick at the beginning of this episode, and I was like, ugh, I might work.
Ew, Brian's got it now. Sick.
JLo fixed all
Yeah,
my
JLo.
problems.
Thanks.
She fixed everything. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Brian's face. Bye-bye.